Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rosman Kumar, a student from Ghana Communication Technology University, and I'm here to talk about ChopChain with my group members. So, ChopChain is a mobile app built with Flutter and Supabase that connects restaurants and local food suppliers. So, with two simple rules, restaurants can browse, compare price, and other ingredients, while suppliers can list products, manage inventory, and fulfill orders. So, ChopChain goal is to make food sourcing faster, cheaper, and more reliable for restaurants, while giving suppliers a digital channel to grow their businesses. So, my colleague will continue from architecture and technology. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Ochere. I'm very excited to be part of this amazing project, the ChopChain. My agenda today is to do a walkthrough over the folder structure of this project. I would like to say a very big thank to a highly esteemed lecturer for this great opportunity and equipping us with the fundamentals of Flutter to make this project a success. Let's do a quick dive into this project. This project has been implemented with a three-layer architecture, which is the data, the core, and the screens. In the core, we have the config folder. That is where configurations are done and the environment variables are being configured. In the router is responsible for the navigations of this amazing project. In the themes, the theme is for the beautification of this project and how it looks in the viewer side. In the utilities as well, we have that's where all the utilities of this project live, and in the widgets, that's where all the shared widgets lives in this project. Quickly, we move forward to the data. The data is where models are defined and providers live, and the repository as well live. This is where in the providers we have the authentication provider and all other providers that makes this project work as intended. In the repository, we have the authentication repository. Inventory is responsible for communicating with the database and making queries implemented as required. And the last folder is the screens folder, which is also one of the crucial components of this project. In the screens has been divided into four. In the screens, we have the authentication folder, we have the buyer folder, we have the shared folder, and we have the supplier. In the authentication folder, we have the forget password, the login screen, the onboarding. This is where all the codes live for authentication. So that is where all the entities involved are able to sign up and also get to enjoy this project. The next folder is the buyer folder. This is the view of the buyers and the activities they perform in this project. In the buyer folder, we have the cart, we have the categories, the checkout, the home, the inventory, the orders, and the likes. And we have the shared folder. Now this shared folder is where the codes for the screens that are shared among these entities live. In the shared folder, we know that both buyers and sellers will be sending messages and they'll be receiving notifications. They all get to have their profile as well. And the next folder is the supplier folder. In the supplier folder, suppliers will get to have their dashboard as required, and they get to have orders as well, and they get to have orders as well, and they get to have orders as well. And the other folder that's involved is their product folder. Now this product folder, this is where they update their product and manage all their products that they are selling. And this is the main which is the entry point of this project. and some of the dependencies involved are being implemented at the top, and they are being imported in the project as required. This project, the stack involved in this project is the Flutter, which is the main master tool behind this amazing project. And the next stack is the Supabase, which is responsible for handling our database and all that. And we have the environment variables. We have an example of the environment variables where the Supabase key lives. And thank you very much. This is the folder structure of ChopChain and how it has been implemented. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. My name is Tete Oreku Kelvin, BIT Group B member. Yes, I'm here to take over from where my colleague left you. Okay, so today I will be demonstrating the buyer's journey in the ChopChain app. So here you can see the setup of the ChopChain app. Yes, you can see the setup of the ChopChain app. So we skip. You can just, if you are new, you want to see how the app is, you can be clicking on the next. It's gonna be showing you like this everything, how you manage your things and everything. Then it takes you to the place. So here you can see it's at the app asking you how you want to use the app. Maybe you want to be a buyer or you want to be a supplier. Do you understand? So here I'm just taking you guys through the restaurant buyer. Yes, so here you just click on the restaurant buyer. If you don't have an account, you continue. If you don't have an account, you continue. Okay, then you go and create an account. But because I have my account, I'll just sign in. I'll just sign in. So here we go. You have um the password, then I sign in. So after logging in, sorry that the images are not coming. My data is not really strong. Thank you for understanding. So after logging in, right, it's displaying the home screen of the buyer. Can you see that? So here you can just, a buyer can just select a supplier, this thing, or any cart here, any thing you want to buy here. Maybe I want oil and spice, GC. So with the oil and spice, you have a lot in stock. We have sunflower oil in stock, we have groundnut oil in stock but low in stock. You're going to get by it's very low. Then we have out of stock too. If you say out of stock, that means we don't have. Okay, this is for the oil side. Let's go to me. I prefer the meat and fish. So with the meat and fish, yes, you see the images are coming. With the meat and fish, you can select, if the product is in stock, you can add to cart, right? Then maybe I want chicken breast, I add it to cart again. I want beef and boneless whatever, I add it to cart again. You can check out, or you can either check out, cancel it, or you view your cart. So after viewing your cart, you can either select, you can decide to add more of the selected items to what you have already. Maybe the kg is, beef is 52 cedis, and then you want more than 1 kg. You can add maybe 2, yes, or 3 or 4 or whatever you want to do. Then you see the total price you have here plus your delivery plus your VAT tax, everything is showing there. With no cheating, no CC. Then you go to proceed to checkout. So when you go to the proceed to checkout, you're going to have A delivery instruction optional. If you want to answer, fine. If you don't want to answer, to be fine. But your location, for me, my location is always on. It's always set automatically, so it knows where it is. Do you understand? Yes. So for the optional, you can be like, if the rider comes, he should call you, call me. And then here are the payment methods that you have here. You can use either mobile money, card, cash on delivery, and everything you want to do. So here you place order. You can track order. Do you understand? You can track order. Let's wait for some time. Yes, pending, preparing, in transit, delivered. Do you understand? Then you'll be seeing where the rider is. You'll be seeing where the rider is. Yes, you'll be seeing where the rider is. Yeah, so you can also cancel the order. So this is it about the buyer's home screen. This is all. It's user friendly. It's not complicated. Uh, it's very easy to even locate restaurant supplies, ingredients you need, track deliveries and manage inventory, all in one application. Thank you very much. I'll hand over to my next colleague to take over to the supplier mode in the ChopChain app. Thank you very much.
Good day. I'm Ebenezer Finn, and I was responsible for implementing and refining the supplier side of ChopChain. Our goal here is to make it easy for suppliers to manage their business digitally and then on an efficient platform. So as we are viewing on my screen here right now, there's the dashboard of the supplier side of ChopChain. So on the dashboard, you can see here a nice color mix of blend designed UI, whereby we have the product section, we have profile section, we have the order section. So moving on, there's the product section, and here the suppliers can easily edit, add new product, update existing price, upload product images, or even maybe remove items that are no longer in stock, whereby let's say customers don't really need it no more. So instead of updating the inventory manually, everything can be done and managed through a single place or a single platform, making the process easier and faster, reducing all the error and all the stress going through when you're updating it or editing it or trying to make a change manually. So that being said, let's just simulate how a supplier would actually add a product to the product list in the product section, or how an actual supplier will move around when using ChopChain. So first of all, he would move to the add product. It's as easy as it looks, and then product name, enter product name, maybe veggies, could be anything. Add a picture of the product, a live picture if the supplier wants, or maybe a well shotted image of his product, and then come add the amount he or she has in stock, add a price, and then add the category he or she pleases, and then finally click on add product, and then there's it. The product is in the supplier's product list. Now let's move to the other side, the page where the orders are being placed. Once the restaurant places an order, it appears on the order, let's say the order section. And this order section, the supplier can review the order, update it if it's in progress, move pending to preparing if it's, let's say, in transit, or let's say if the order is ready, and then finally deliver the order, let's say deliver the product, which can all be done digitally. No need to be phoning the restaurant in, let's say, every single step, because mind you, there's a digital platform, and then it's supposed to be easy and, let's say, efficient. So as you can see on the screen here, the order section, whereby, like I said again, a well nice designed UI for the suppliers to easily interact with the screen.
and everything is laid out and simply displayed for you just to click, change, edit, do as you please as, let's say, a supplier. So looking at the screen, you can move around and then click a few orders, edit a few orders, change a few orders, and then move on with the delivery, or let's say push it to transit. That is basically, let's say, the whole UI of ChopChain and the whole, let's say, logic behind ChopChain. And from the technical perspective, or let's say from the technical side, I personally worked on connecting the screens to the back end so the product and order information can like synchronize real time. We're talking about, like, let's say as you speak, as you go. Okay, so it's like a real time thing that you'll be doing when you're on the other side, right? So that's like the whole logic around the app, like working in real time, working when you're speaking as you go, like immediately. That being said, I also worked on the user authentication so much to the point whereby it's only suppliers that can access certain features, keeping the business, or let's say business documents, business data secured. And on moving on to future improvements, let's say whereby, for instance, ChopChain, when we get, let's say, an idea that we want to implement it in somewhere in the future, let's say for future improvements, ChopChain can support GPS delivery, but let's say that's on the future updates for ChopChain. And these additional features would actually make the platform more valuable for, let's say, restaurants and suppliers to communicate easy, or let's say to have easier ways of communication and then delivering products. So thank you very much for having me, and that's ChopChain.